Beyonce is a genius, and Cowboy Carter is a masterpiece. Let's talk about the banjo and the promo ad for the halftime performance. First off, Beyonce is playing in a clawhammer style, known as old-time banjo, usually associated with an open-back banjo. That open-back banjo is the closest instrument derived from the African origins of the banjo. If you look at music today coming out of Africa, we still have traditional instruments like the kora or the ngoni, gourd-based instruments with a goat skin head on it. That is thought to be the origins of the banjo. And so she's playing it in a clawhammer style associated with old-time and minstrel music. In fact, the banjo that Rhiannon Giddens plays on the front end of Texas Hold'em and then gets looped throughout the song is an open back banjo. It's actually fretless, which also is more directly connected to the African origins of the banjo. And it is in a style that is pre-commercial, right? This is pre-country music. This is pre the banjo being stolen from black culture. All right. But in the video, she's playing in clawhammer style, and you can see how her hand is like slowly, just barely moving above the strings. That may appear to some that she's not playing the banjo. That's actually spot on correct technique. Go watch Rhiannon Giddens play the banjo and you will see the technique of clawhammer style. And so this is something that caught my eye immediately, and she is playing correctly. She's hitting all of the notes and the rhythms in a way that suggests she knows exactly what she's doing on the banjo. Now, the cognitive dissonance in this video is that the banjo she's playing is actually what's known as a bluegrass banjo. It's a 5-string resonator back banjo. It has a huge brass, what they call bell or pot on it, that gives it a very resonating sound. This is the style of banjo that most people in the world associate with the banjo. It's the style of banjo that was developed when country music was being commercialized and popularized. It's the style of music style of banjo in bluegrass music. It's the style of banjo you'll hear in a country song today, right? We hear this pop country song and it sounds like rock and roll, and then they insert this banjo that kind of cuts through the mix. That's a bluegrass banjo. So she's playing what the world knows of as the banjo, but she's doing it in the clawhammer old-time style that Rhiannon Giddens plays on Texas Hold'em. This is the brilliance of Beyonce here. Some people may have looked at it and said, oh, she's not getting it right. No, she's actually getting it spot on right. She's showing that she understands the history and the technique of where the banjo came from, but also understands what the banjo became when it was taken away from black culture, stolen from black culture, and she's reclaiming it, right? She's sitting there on this banjo, this bluegrass banjo, this modern banjo, playing clawhammer style, saying, listen, I know the past, the present, and the future of this instrument. Stick with me.